Did you know that every day in the United States at least one child dies in a house fire? On average, 9 children lose their lives in house fires every week. That's nearly 500 children per year, every year. Did you also know that today's house fires burn 8 times faster and produce 200 times more lethal smoke than they did 40 to 50 years ago? In as little as 2 to 3 breaths, a life can be taken by the toxic smoke. This is why today, up to 80% of house fire fatalities are due to smoke inhalation, and not the flames being the primary cause of death. It's time to address the elephant in the room. It's time to ask the question: why are we still so heavily reliant on outdated, last-century designed fire safety technologies and code to save lives? And how can this antiquated system still be considered as best practice, or fit for purpose on its own in the era of the faster synthetically fueled and lithium-ion fueled fires? Especially when there are new technologies available to help address the decades-long gap in critical fire safety technologies. You see, last century, when you had up to 15 to 17 minutes to escape a house fire, a basic smoke alarm was considered to be good enough on its own to give you and your family enough time to get out. But today, that's just not good enough anymore. Especially when today exits can be lost in mere seconds after the alarm sounds. So unless children can find the exit within the next few breaths, there is a high probability that they won't make it out at all, as they are quickly overwhelmed by the carbon monoxide and hydrogen cyanide-filled smoke, lose consciousness, and then enter into cardiac arrest with the following couple of breaths. Surviving a house fire now requires a 2-step survival solution. The first step is the warning of the presence of smoke. The next step, which is the missing but critical step, is being able to quickly find the right exit in time during the panic and confusion of a house fire. Too many children are being let down and left behind by our outdated fire safety code and continued use of last-century designed fire safety technologies. It is time to give every occupant, especially children, the ability to self-evacuate without being dependent on being rescued by anyone else. Tragically, in many cases, parents barely have enough time to save themselves, let alone the ability to save anyone else, which then leaves them with the lifelong guilt, knowing that their children were still trapped in the fire while they made it out. Our heavy reliance on outdated technologies are failing our families and, again, especially children, but also the elderly and those living with disabilities. The era of the single function of a beeping smoke alarm being all you needed to survive a house fire ended with the introduction of synthetic materials filling our homes. Because today's synthetically fueled fires are faster and more lethal, we now need to be faster and smarter to survive them. And the smartest solution is to adopt the latest technologies, like laser guidance through the smoke to the nearest exit. Just this one simple feature paired up to existing smoke alarms could more than double occupants' chances of escaping a house fire. So again, my question to you is, in light of the availability of many next-generation fire safety technologies, should the last-century fire safety technologies still be considered as best practice or fit for purpose? Just one of those new technologies is the Laser Identified Fire Exiting System, or otherwise known as the LIFE system. This next-generation in fire safety system can provide several additional life-saving features to add onto our current single-function smoke alarms. For children, this system can provide clear, repeated, audible instructions in the parent's voice at the alarms and along the escape pathway. It also provides a clear, visible, laser-generated pathway to the nearest exit through every change of direction. It can also provide a clear, audible reference from the exit doorway itself to provide that extra reassurance to panicked occupants. But most of all, this system can give children the best chance of surviving a house fire by being able to self-evacuate in those crucial seconds they need to escape. With regular practice, children learn to self-evacuate quickly and safely, building muscle memory that can save their lives. Practicing fire drills with the LIFE system helps children understand the importance of self-evacuation, giving them the confidence to escape even the most complex environments. Confidence is key in an emergency, and knowing what to do in the panic and confusion of a house fire can make all the difference between life or death. The future of fire safety is now available. What can you do to make a change? What will you do to make a difference? Can you advocate for change? Share this video? Or if you are an existing fire safety brand still promoting the last-century designed smoke alarms, partner with us to integrate these next-generation life-saving features into your brand. Make a difference. And together we can save more lives, because doing nothing will cost lives. Fires are faster, we need to be smarter and adopt next-generation fire safety technologies to save more lives. The next generation in domestic, commercial, and industrial fire safety is clear, laser clear. For more information, contact innovatingsafety.net.